What number are you?
442. My favorite car.
What's the strategy for today?
Hang on tight. Get through the first prologue here. See where I'm at physically. Go hard if I'm feeling okay, because this is going to be the hardest part. Lay back, see how I feel later in the race if I don't feel okay.
So you expect some sizzle? The Summer Sizzler?
I expect some sizzle. I expect there to be some really fast people. I expect there to be some heat. I expect there to be some bacon.
Yummy.
Okay. Yeah, I'm debating whether I need a Bidon Especial, which is going to be my Hammer Perpetuum 2 scoops with 1 scoop of electrolyte heat. They're heavy, almost like drinking a milkshake, but it gives you the legs you need when you need it.
What pressure?
15 in the front, 18 in the back. It's a low pressure day. I had about as good as a start as I've ever had, really. I was up front with the fast riders, and I had a really good position heading right into the woods. Couldn't have asked for anything better. At the 2-minute mark, I still had really good position. You know, so if there were any situations where I needed to move up or keep myself out of trouble, I was there, and it looked really good for me at this 2-minute mark. intensity was really high, and at the 10-minute mark I did give up some positions because I could not keep up that intensity, but I still had a really good position, and I really felt like it was where I needed to be at the start of this race. So the first 20 minutes is the half lap and the prologue, and I really did not do well with the intensity of having so many riders behind me. It really just impacted me, like with my riding. You know, I was constantly just concerned about this train of riders behind me. I mean, like, I want to know, like, does anybody else have that, like, overwhelming, like, I guess it's kind of anxiety or just the intention when there are riders behind them like that? You know, you hear a bunch of hubs and it's just, I don't know, it just impacts me. So after the first half lap and going into the first full lap, which would be lap 1.5, I was hanging on by a thread. I could not just get on the wheel of any of the riders. I wasn't like necessarily losing time, but I just could not just push it. I just don't know what it was. What was your times compared to last year? Because mine was like 4, 5, 6 minutes faster than last year, and last year was in reverse. So, you know, let me know down below, like, how did you do in comparison? I want to know, like, did I get faster? Was it easier? Because I had judged, you know, this is what's going to get me a top 10 in this race, and I hit those marks, and it just didn't work out for me. Yeah, I wasn't riding great. Like, that's, you know, I knew that. You can tell just by my standings, but I wasn't riding bad. But this is kind of places, if you're not riding good or great, you know, you can lose a lot of time because you're hitting the roots, and if you're not riding the roots well, you can lose 5, 6, 7 seconds every corner, every, you know, 100 foot. You know, you're really going to put yourself in a bind time-wise. So I would say I was my slowest at, I think, 1 to 1.5. You know, like there's like a half mile time there where I did ride my slowest, and I did lose a lot of time. You know, I was getting past, you know, and just kind of losing places in time. But I ended up riding my final lap really well and consistent, and I was starting to push it a little bit, but I didn't catch anybody, and I'm not barely anybody in their groups ahead of me, like the tail end of those groups, and it began to get disheartened. You know, I started to get disheartened and, you know, started getting frustrated and just kind of wondering, like, what's this all for kind of deal. So I know that this course is not my best, but, you know, it's nobody's best, you know, like, you're a mountain biker and you're riding on a kind of a flat course with some climbing, you know, but, you know, I thought that I would fare a little bit better than I actually did. You know, getting 17th out of like 20 riders, not great, not ideal. You know, probably the worst that I've done this year. And I didn't feel terrible, so I don't know what happened. You know, like I wasn't riding. Like, I didn't crack, I didn't, you know, I had energy at the end of the race. Don't know what is. It's an unexplainable situation for me.
post-sizzler. Got sizzled.
Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all at Big Elk.